Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to come to this temple. I've been here many times and I brought you guys with me. I wouldn't say I'm a Buddhist, I wouldn't say I'm a Christian, but I just like coming to this temple. It's probably because it's quiet here, other than the roosters, and not many people. I come here to bring my other camera today, but it started to rain and now it's super humid, so I didn't get it out. But I thought, while I'm here, I wanted to talk to you about something. You know, so today I felt I just wanted to be quiet and peaceful today. Just like block the world out, no social media, just like not look at my phone. Just went to get a cup of coffee and then went to and had some green curry. Yeah, so I went and had a cup of coffee and then I went to and just had some green curry and then came here. But then while I was eating it started to rain, so now it's super humid. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today is I was talking to Thong, you know her, and she was, remember I told you before, she actually attended at the culinary school at the palace to learn how to cook, as if you were cooking for the king, old recipes and things like that, old style desserts and so on. So while talking, she mentioned that there's a restaurant in Lubeli and there's a restaurant in Bangkok where you can pay a set meal, a set price. It's you have to have 10 people and you pay 1,500 baht per meal, but it's the meal served as if it was being served to the king, and it's many different plates. So you have starters and other things, but the food is spicy, but you can actually taste how the king ate. And one of the things she was telling me is, so if you look at King number 5, which was the king, remember the film The King and I? Well, he had, if you're Thai, close your ears. He had 80 wives, and each wife would make a different meal and bring it to him, because she wanted to be with him. And they actually made, the recipes were written down. So I was asking, is there an actual like recipe book in Thai of what the meals that were prepared way back then? And she said she doesn't know about a recipe book, but she's got photocopies of some of the recipes. So king number 5 was in Ratchangosi period, and which is the period that's happening right now. There was an Ayutthaya period, which is the period when these were built 600 years ago. And like I said to you before, this temple was built at the same time as the temples that are, the temple ruins that everybody goes to visit. But very, very few people know about this temple. So it was built at the same time, but it wasn't destroyed by the Burmese because they actually stayed, this was the area they stayed in, and this is the temple they used. So like Buddha in the tree and all them temples down the road were on the island were all destroyed, but this one was left. So it's 600 years old. That was in the Ayutthaya period. So I'm just thinking about this, right? I've lived here nearly 7 years, and stuff like this fascinates me, I know a little bit of history of Thailand, very little. So you think, do you remember there was a, I forget the name now, there was a lady, and she was the wife of the American ambassador living in Paris, and she was bored, so she went to French culinary school and learned how to cook French food. I forget her name now, and she had a big old book, and then years later a lady in New York City decided she was going to do a blog about a recipe a day for all the way through the book, and it was a pretty big book, and they made a film about it. So I was thinking, hey, you could do the same thing. Find the recipes of the King Number 5, because people know him from the King and I movie, and find all the recipes and then cook the food. Or find the recipes, make a recipe book, and then cook the food, all Thai. And I'm thinking, wouldn't that be cool? Because Thai food, people love Thai food, but I'm told that you know, if you make it, it's going to be spicy. So I guess you'd have to, if you're making it for Western people, you'd have to curb the spices a little bit, because some would like it, but for me it would be too much. So, what do you think of that? Make a recipe book from the King and I period, and then have a restaurant. So there are 2 restaurants apparently, because back in the kings have always gone to from Bangkok, Ayutthaya, and Lubberly. So apparently there's a restaurant in Lubberly that makes a lot of desserts. On their Facebook page there's a lot of desserts, and then the one in Bangkok actually does traditional food from that period, and you can see the food here. Very interesting. I'd like to try some, but not my pet, not too spicy. So I'm gonna go on because it's super humid and now I'm sweating like crazy. I hope you enjoyed our little talk today. I send you peace, joy, and kindness, buckets of blessings, and even more rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Some days you just want to be gentle, and today is one of those days. Just need to chill out a little bit. So look after yourselves, guys. All the best. See you in the morning. Good night.